Shabbat Shalom and greetings to you all. Now, since I got back, I've been very busy with all kinds of projects, not the least of which is the joy of, the sharing, and the responsibility for officiating, witnessing, celebrating, and sanctifying the ongoing rites of passage that we all go through and those we know and love go through. I'm honored every time I get to participate with you, so thank you all. And friends, we're now in the final month of the Jewish year. The high holidays are almost upon us. Boy, this year's gone fast. It's a great time of introspection and opportunity. That gives me the opportunity to see so many of you, and I'm looking forward to that too. And I know I'll be seeing my dear friend Gloria shortly. I've not seen her in months, but not in my heart where she always is. And I'll be seeing many more of you during the holiday season. So let's come together and gather and welcome everybody we know as a community of like-minded, like-souled individuals in search of unification of spirit, the collective consciousness of seekers and showing a faith of love, a community, a chavura fellowship, expressing our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes that unites us all in this community house of spirit, Beth Ruach. So once again, please do go ahead. Invite everybody you know, physically, psychically, emotionally, or spiritually, to gather and share. From Psalm 133, the Hine, the Tov. Hine, Tov. How good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community. 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 Together. And as a community, my friends, let's spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the entire world. Remember, this is your sending out some of the goodwill that we all generate to the universe where it will do the most good. That sacred time and space was designed to be the Sabbath, the ceasing, when we cease our day-to-day activity and we spend time with family, friends, loved ones. We have that brief chance. So whatever day you choose to cease to be your Sabbath, stop and spend time with your family, with your friends. It's your chance to both praise and imitate God, creation, life itself, however you choose to look at it. Now, we just had a new moon. A new moon is a new month. It's the month of Elul. It's the month of Virgo. It's the month of healing. It's the only month in the Jewish calendar with absolutely no Jewish holidays, because you need the whole month to get ready for the 10 days of awe ushered in with the new moon of Libra, because this is the month of healing. So use the whole time to heal. So take the time to think about what you now need to heal. Your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul. It's all connected. Gather up the brokenness. Bring it to me now. The fragrance of those promises you never dared to vow. The splinters that you carried, the cross you left behind. Come healing of the body, come healing of the mind. And let the heavens hear it, the penitential hymn. Come healing of the spirit, come healing of the limb. And let's take a moment to invoke healing and renewal for everybody everywhere. For everybody you know, for the souls and spirits of everybody. Think of whoever that needs healing and renewal and love, or just plain goodwill. Focus on them, call their names. It's not just for people. It's for our pets. It's for the earth. It is the healing of the world, the tikkun olam. It's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. Friends, our perception of the world is a work in progress, and that's why we're obliged to fix it by fixing ourselves. As we fix ourselves, we fix the world. That's the real meaning behind tikkun olam. So let's send some renewal, some healing. For Ben, for Luke, for Martha, for Leslie and Louise and Sasha, for Bob, Steve, Michael, and for, of course, dear Rosemary. And my friends, renewal for all of you, because you need renewal too. It's the kindness, healing, wishes, goodwill, and love we all send out that circles the world, finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care, because the world is a world of spirit. Spirit never dies. Avotenu. May the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage. Make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. Let us say, Amen. Let us all have our spirits renewed. Now this is the great prayer for healing, which we call upon God to heal as He has healed before. May He who blessed, because healing is a blessing. Let's all heal as we pray for renewal and show gratitude for the wonders of our lives. Now this week we read Re'eh, see. What does it mean to see? Think about it. We'll come back to it shortly. But one of the things we need to see is what we need to do to heal, especially in this month of healing. Now, one of the lessons of healing is our reminder that there's a special connection in life of everything, everywhere. Deuteronomy 12:7. You shall eat there in front of the Lord your God, and you shall rejoice about everything that your hand has taken on, you and your households, and that the Lord your God has blessed you. We're blessed with our ability to enjoy abundance and to thank God or whoever or whatever you believe in for what you have. Now, a sacrifice is a sacred meal, and it's eaten in the presence of God. Animals' lives cannot be taken in a thoughtless way. If one wishes to eat meat, the animal must be killed at one of the central places of worship. It's called the tabernacle in Leviticus, and it was a traveling thing. And it's called the place where the Lord sets His name in Deuteronomy, which we know is going to be the temple. Then instead of slaughter, one participates in holiness when one eats the meal. Now, the meal includes a component of reverence for the animal's life and affirms a belief in the unity of God. Now, this Reader's Digest version of the Bible, because that's kind of what it's like. This book is a Reader's Digest version. It just summarizes everything. And the highlights of what we're going to read here are about the clean and unclean foods. And it's a reminder of the three gathering festivals. Remember, this book is known as the retelling of the law. And as we've seen, there's slight differences from what we saw before. There's slight differences with the food, and there's slight differences with the holidays. We're quickly reminded that we live in a world of choice. Deuteronomy 11:26. See, I'm putting in front of you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing when you'll listen to the commandments of the Lord your God that I command you today, and the curse if you won't listen to the commandments of your God, and you'll turn from the way that I command you today to go after other gods whom you haven't known. Choices. Don't you just love them? Did you ever have to make up your mind? Pick up on one and leave the other behind. It's not often easy, not often kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind? Did you ever have to finally decide? Say yes to one and let the other one ride. So many changes, tears you must hide. Did you ever have to finally decide? Now, when faced with choice, or we're all faced with choice, we have to decide. And some people want the choice made for them. They don't want to decide. Deuteronomy 11:26. See, I set before you today blessing and curse. The blessing when you heed the command of the Lord your God, with which I charge you today. The curse if you heed not the command of the Lord your God and swerve from the way that I charge you today. And so no one misses this. Moses is going to post these two choices. I shall set the blessing on Mount Gerizim and the curse on Mount Ebal. And this would be by carved stelae, stone tablets. Gerizim is on the favored right hand and Ebal on the suspect left. Gerizim's covered with vegetation. Ebal is desolate. It's not hard to tell which one is which. One represents good, one represents evil. And this book of Deuteronomy is set in the valley of these two mountains. For the book repeatedly stresses the forking alternatives of prosperity and disaster, good and bad, life and death, depending on Israel's faithfulness to God's laws, depending on the choices that you make in life. Now, it's very much treated as a bipolar world. It's either or. It's a book about choice and how you see the choices you make. You'll be told later to choose love and life or evil and death. I know you'll all choose love and life. And when you do, you will see things differently. The ancient world was full of stone stelae, ancient announcements, and thankfully, because they were carved in stone, we've got many of them from all over the world, from Egypt, from Greece, China, the Mayan world, Ireland, the Horn of Africa. Within the Ark of the Covenant, of course, the most famous of all, the tablets of the testimony. Now, some of the laws you read may seem harsh. Friends, the Torah distinguishes between ethical sins and ritual sins. Ethical sins, those that occur between a human and one's fellow humans, theft, for example, are judged in terms of each individual person's actions. And the person's intent is taken into account, the kavanah, the intent. Ritual sins, those that are between a human and God, blasphemy, for example. Now that's judged in terms of groups and zones, and intent is not an issue. Now all of this may seem foreign and barbaric in our time, and that's because Israel's not been a religious state for 2,000 years. And after the destruction of the Second Temple, ritual became less central in Judaism because sacrifice stopped. Emphasis on ethics rose. And because monotheism has defeated pagan religion in Western civilization, we no longer feel the degree of threat that the authors of the Bible felt towards it. Now, some of what you're going to read are just, mean, horrible things. Other things are brilliant reminders. Don't consume blood. You shall not eat any carcass. And you shall not cook a kid in its mother's milk. See, these are the highlights of the food again. Now, the blood and carcass remind us of the sacredness of life and that it must be honored. But this is the first time cooking a kid is grouped with the laws of forbidden animals in relation to food. Its origin and purpose are therefore different from the other dietary laws. Its original meaning, as I said then, may have been a moral one. We also get a reminder about not getting tattoos, and a whole generation seems to have missed that memo. And we're not told, we're told not to eat anything that's offensive. Now, I wish it said who decides what's offensive. My wife always eats offensive food. But I guess that's also something that's in the eye of the beholder. These eyes cry every night for you. These arms want to hold you again. The hurting's on me. I will never be free. You gave a promise to me, and you broke it. These eyes watch you bring my world to an end. This heart could not accept and pretend. The hurting's on me. I will never be free. You took a vow with me when you spoke it. And we're going to be coming up on the season of vows, and we're going to talk a lot more about them a little bit later. So yes, my friend, the world is sacred. So is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light and all who live in the light and continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, and end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we are a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other. We share this whole ride together, men and women equally. So let's send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. And please do learn to forgive, learn to love, including maybe especially yourself. Open your hearts, honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have. Enjoy the journey. We take the twists and turns and the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our efforts to grow, to learn, to be, to love. So please do love. Now bless you all. Have a fantastic week, a week of love and light, a week of peace, a week of miracles. Examine your intentions and use them to imprint your will on the universe. Remember, we set in motion everything that happens in our lives. Our intent, our kavanah, our cause, our effect, everything's linked. As I've said, you always have time to forgive and to be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what's good and bad, so acknowledge what you've done wrong to yourself, to God, and to any person you've wronged, and ask forgiveness. Do so with sincerity, accountability, and vulnerability. Forgive those who've hurt you as you learn to be forgiving and compassionate, because the secret of forgiveness, compassion, and peace is in acceptance. Can you accept yourself, other people in the world as they are? Can you accept life just as it is without trying to control it? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. Make the most of your time, my friends, because we continue to touch and transform the lives of everybody around us, because we're never alone. You're forever blessed, and you have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you know, health, love, renewal to everybody you come across. We're all energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Your words are your power to transform to love. So bless others and bless yourself. And love with the heart, because we're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear, forgiveness, not anger, and be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you, whether you know it or not. Continue to explore faith and belief and what they mean to you. And never accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel others have felt, whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together, we learn together, and we help each other. And we all are searching for that special someone in our lives. So find them and tell them what they mean. I remember you're never alone on your journey to your promised land. You're being watched out for. So always be kind. Keep forgiving those you need to forgive. Keep asking forgiveness from those you need to ask forgiveness of. Do not get caught in fear, because forgiveness comes from acceptance. That brings peace, and peace, my friend, can last forever. So enjoy the week. Continue to imprint your will upon the universe. Pay attention to your words, because they have a profound effect. And open your eyes and really see what's going on around you. Let me take you there, because I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real, and nothing to get about. Strawberry fields forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding on the sea. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Living can be easy with eyes closed, so keep them open. See the choices, see the world, see where you can make a difference, and choose. Shabbat Shalom, have a great week, celebrate love, and blessings to you all, my friends. Take care. We'll see you again next time.